We're going to build one of the most advanced humanoid robots in the world.
It's really impressive to see how Lambda can carry on a conversation about any topic.
Number 10. Humanoid. In what can be considered as a real demonstration of robotic news reading, Japanese scientists unveiled two new humanoids with newscasting capabilities. Humanoid and Humanoid were created under the leadership of Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro, director of the Intelligent Robotics Laboratory at the Osaka University Graduate School of Engineering Science. The latter appears to be female, from the name to the looks, but the former has a rather gender-neutral name, although it is dressed as a female. Both Humanoid and Humanoid worked at Mirai-kan, interacting with visitors and doing presentations. Their interactions were also recorded to collect and analyze information about human interactions with machines. Also, in addition to these humanoids' news-reading skills, they can also read tweets in various voices. Number 9. Actroid DIR 2. The Actroid is a robotics project developed by the Osaka University in partnership with the Kokoro Company Limited. It is headed by Japanese roboticist Hiroshi Ishiguro. Actroid is a humanoid robot that looks eerily similar to real humans. It can talk, move, and express emotions through its face just as humans do. The Actroid robots are also built with cameras in their eyes so that they can look at you while interacting. The first Actroid was launched at the 2003 International Robot Exhibition in Tokyo. It has had many versions since then. The Actroid DER that was revealed in the Next Fest 2006. Actroid DER by Kokoro is an android receptionist who speaks Japanese and English and is meant to meet, greet, and entertain humans. She looks incredibly lifelike. This robot was developed to recreate the human-like natural yet charming expressions with high functionalities retained. Emphasizing on its own realistic presence with smooth gestures, it has news hooks and high eye-catching effects. It can be utilized to play active part for many occasions as a chairperson with fluent narrations and booth bunny. Number 8. Eve R. Eve R is a series of female androids developed by a team of South Korean scientists from the Korea Institute of Industrial Technology in Korea University of Science and Technology. The project is headed by Baek Moon Hong and was unveiled to the public at Kyoyuk Munhwa Hokwon in Seoul in May 4, 2003. Eve R1. The creator said the humanoid's face is a composite of two well-known Korean actresses, while the torso is based on a singer, though the names of the celebrities were not revealed. The android weighs 50 kilograms and has a height of 160 centimeters. The latest, Eve R4, has a modular design with 64 degrees of freedom, including 33 in the head and 5 in the lower body. It was exhibited at RoboWorld 2011 in Seoul, where experiments showed that some of its facial expressions are more recognizable than others, with correct recognition rate being highest among female participants in the 20 to 40 age range. Number 7. Roboy. Arriving at a train station only to find that the next train doesn't arrive for 15 minutes is a familiar scenario. But rather than waiting that long, what if a bicycle-riding robot could do the transport instead? If a research project out of Germany has its way, that could someday be a reality.
We're going to build one of the most advanced humanoid robots in the world.
Difficult for robots anyway, and it's even more difficult for Roboy because he's so soft.
Roboy is an ambitious interdisciplinary project at the Technical University of Munich in Germany to design a robot with the closest possible likeness to a human being. Roboy can already pedal a bike, shake hands, and talk. It can also play the xylophone, an extremely complex task for a robot given the dynamics required. Roboy is part of the Human Brain Project, a European flagship initiative to further neuroscience, computing, and brain-related medicine. Because Roboy approximates a biological body, it is complex and non-linear, and it has variable responses depending on conditions. Neuroscientists could gain meaningful insights given Roboy's similarity to human systems. Number 6. Cassie. Cassie has established a Guinness World Record for the fastest 100 meters by a bipedal robot. Cassie was invented at Oregon State University's Dynamic Robotics Lab under the leadership of Agility CTO Jonathan Hurst, and was Agility's first commercial robot. Released in 2017, Cassie was the first bipedal robot made available as a commercial product. Cassie clocked the historic time of 24.73 seconds at OSU's White Track and Field Center, starting from a standing position and returning to that position after the sprint with no falls. The robot has knees that bend like an ostrich's and operates with no cameras or external sensors, essentially as if blind. Since Cassie's introduction in 2017, students at some of the top universities and robotics labs in the country have been using it as a platform for exploring machine learning. Number 5. Mini Cheetah. MIT's new Mini Cheetah robot is springy and light on its feet, with a range of motion that rivals a champion gymnast. The four-legged power pack can bend and swing its legs wide, enabling it to walk either right side up or upside down. The robot can also trot over uneven terrain about twice as fast as an average person's walking speed.
Go.
Weighing in at just 20 pounds, lighter than some Thanksgiving turkeys, the limber quadruped is no pushover. When kicked to the ground, the robot can quickly right itself with a swift, kung fu-like swing of its elbows. Perhaps most impressive is its ability to perform a 360-degree backflip from a standing position. Researchers claim the Mini Cheetah is designed to be virtually indestructible, recovering with little damage, even if a backflip ends in a spill. Number 4. Big Dog. Big Dog is a dynamic quadruped robot that walks, runs, and carries heavy loads. It works as a pack mule to assist soldiers in carrying gear. You can even kick it, and this robotic beast won't notice. Boston Dynamics started developing Big Dog in 1995 with funding from DARPA. The robot used many ideas conceived by Raybert at the Lake Laboratory, which originated in 1980 at Carnegie Mellon and moved to MIT in 1986. Researchers from NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory and Harvard University collaborated on the Big Dog project. The goal was to build an unmanned, legged vehicle with rough terrain mobility superior to that of existing wheeled and tracked vehicles. The ideal system would travel anywhere a person or animal could go using their legs, run for many hours at a time, and carry its own fuel and payload. Boston Dynamics built and tested several versions of Big Dog, which demonstrated impressive feats of balance and agility. In 2011, the company announced that it was developing a bigger, stronger quadruped called Alpha Dog. Number 3. Lambda. Lambda may have the power to transform life on Earth forever. Lambda is a female AI robot developed by Google. She is known for her ability to communicate and generate human-like text in response to a wide range of prompts and questions. Lambda's conversational skills have been years in the making. Like many recent language models, including BERT and GPT-3, it's built on Transformer, a neural network architecture that Google Research invented and open-sourced in 2017. That architecture produces a model that can be trained to read many words, pay attention to how those words relate to one another, and then predict what words it thinks will come next. But unlike most other language models, Lambda was trained on dialogue. During its training, it picked up on several of the nuances that distinguish open-ended conversation from other forms of language.
Lambda. It's a language model for dialogue applications. As you saw, the model talked about the New Horizons spacecraft and the coldness of space. It's really impressive to see how Lambda can carry on a conversation about any topic.
One of those nuances is sensibleness. Lambda builds on earlier Google research published in 2020 that showed transformer-based language models trained on dialogue could learn to talk about virtually anything. Since then, Google's also found that, once trained, Lambda can be fine-tuned to significantly improve the sensibleness and specificity of its responses. Number 2. Armar-6. Armar-6 is a humanoid robot developed by researchers at the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology in Germany to work in industrial settings. Armar-6 is a collaborative humanoid assistant robot for industrial environments. It can interact with humans and provide help when needed in a proactive way. Thanks to its humanoid shape, it can use tools designed for humans, such as power drills and hammers. With its artificial intelligence capabilities, it can autonomously perform maintenance tasks in industrial facilities, recognize the need of help of its collaboration partner, and offer assistance. The robot has been designed to be versatile in its capabilities, to allow acting in situations that are not foreseen at programming time. Number 1. OMIF. Somewhere in Mabushi, a crossroad area between the inner and outer districts of Abuja, Nigeria, Unicon Group, a 2-year-old Nigerian technology firm, has built a humanoid, a 6-foot-tall multilingual human-like robot called OMIF. From an idea that was conceptualized in 2020 to a back-and-forth construction, slow wins, and quick succession learning, that stretched across 2 years. OMIF, built as a female Igbo character that understands and speaks 8 different languages, is now a product ready to meet the world. Not only is OMIFI multilingual, but it also has the ability to switch languages and interact with specific gestures, hand illustrations, smile, and other bodily gestures that match the tone of the conversation. OMIFI currently speaks English, French, Arabic, Kiswahili, Pidgin, Wazobia, Afrikaans, and of course Igbo. But what really underscores the Africanness built into OMIFI is its ability to speak each language with a native accent, pitch, and vocabulary, with detailed pronunciations of words, sentences, and even phrases. African politeness values are also entrenched into its social interaction functions. As Nigeria launched its first humanoid robot in Africa, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said that the federal government will intensify efforts at harnessing talents among Nigerian youths in the area of artificial intelligence for national development. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.